And out. We get to be cheerleaders today. Here we go. Up.
Oh. And out.
No problem. They may be a little bit heavy yet. Using without anything.
Jane Ann died because she got caught doing magic.
You mean she got caught doing magic?
You want to know who killed Jane Ann? You're about to get your first glimpse of Marcel in action.
The vampire Marcel?
Things have changed since your family left town. Marcel has changed.
Jamie called and wanted to see her, so she asked him. So, here's a thought. Why don't you ask Stefan?
I can't ask him on a date. I just made out with his brother.
All the more reason. Like, you're supposed to be figuring out what you want. That's what Stefan wanted you to do, right?
Yeah, but...
But nothing. I've watched The Bachelor. Look, fair is fair. It is Stefan's turn.
Yeah, and you're not biased or anything.
I'm sorry, but Stefan is your epic love. And I'm not going down without a fight.
Hey.
Hey, do you have a second?
Yeah, everything all right?
Yeah, I just, I wanted to, Caroline and I were talking about going... Yeah.
Hey.
Turn.
Yeah, and you're not biased or anything.
I'm sorry, but Stefan is your epic love. And I'm not going down without a fight.
Hey.
Hey, do you have a second?
Yeah, everything all right?
Yeah, I just, I wanted to, Caroline and I were talking about going to the dance, and, okay, look, I know where we're at, you and I, and I know it would be stupid to even think that we could go back to the way things were, but I'm going to the dance, and I'd like to go with you.
I'd love that.
Okay, great. I can't ask him on a date. I just made out with his brother.
All the more reason. Like, you're supposed to be figuring out what you want. That's what Stefan wanted you to do, right?
Yeah, but...
But nothing. I've watched The Bachelor. Look, fair is fair. It is Stefan's turn.
Yeah, and you're not biased or anything.
I'm sorry, but Stefan is your epic love. And I'm not going down without a fight.
Hey.
Hey, do you have a second?
Yeah, everything all right?
Yeah, I just, I wanted to, Caroline and I were talking about going to the dance, and, okay, look, I know where we're at, you and I, and I know it would be stupid to even think that we could go back to the way things were, but I'm going to the dance, and I'd like to go with you.
I'd love that.
Okay, great. Bye. Caroline and I were talking about going to the dance.
And I'm not going down without a fight.
Hey.
Hey. Do you have a second?
Yeah, everything all right?
Yeah. I just, I wanted to, Caroline and I were talking about going to the dance, and, okay, look, I know where we're at, you and I know it would be stupid to even think that we could go back to the way things were, but I'm going to the dance, and I'd like to go with you.
I'd love that.
Okay, great. Bye.
I'm thinking gardenia corsage. Wrist, obviously. You don't want to accidentally stab her in the chest with the pin. That could get messy.
Damon,
I'd like to go with you.
Hey.
Hey. Do you have a second?
Yeah, everything all right?
Yeah. I just, I wanted to, Caroline and I were talking about going to the dance, and, okay, look, I know where we're at, you and I know it would be stupid to even think that we could go back to the way things were, but I'm going to the dance, and I'd like to go with you.
I'd love that.
Okay, great. Bye.
I'm thinking gardenia corsage. Wrist, obviously. You don't want to accidentally stab her in the chest with the pin. That could get messy.
Damon,
Don't do that. It's not funny.
Oh, come on. It's a little funny.
What do you want, Damon?
I need medical advice for a friend. Alaric, you remember him, right? About 6'2", tried to hack into pieces.
How is he? Are those herbs that Bonnie made for him working?
I don't know. Can they work if he doesn't take them? Found these in his loft untouched.
why are we here?
Long ago on this spot, my son tore my heart from my chest. The violence of my death marked this ground for all time. I'll need your ring.
Now, why would I give you the one thing that protects me from death?
I will give you all the protection you need. However, the stake will burn up in the body of its first victim. If you are to kill all of my children, I will need to bind the protective magic in your ring to the stake, thus rendering the white oak indestructible. The ultimate weapon for the ultimate hunter.
Wow. You look very dapper.
You look, very beautiful. Here, I got something for you.
Thank you.
So, given our dangerous dance karma, sure you're up for this?
Getting out of bed is dangerous these days. But we have to live our lives.
Who gave you that horrible advice?
Some guy I used to date said it once or twice.
Right.
Shall we?
Please.
Have I told you how amazingly awesome you are?
Yeah, I'm one of the good ones, I know. Why the compliments? What else do you want?
I know that you and Elena have been getting closer lately.
And your point is?
One way or the other, she's pretty much spoken for.
Wade is my friend, Caroline. I'm just looking out for her.
And I'm just looking out for you. Because sometimes the people who love her get caught in the crossfire.
What's he doing?
Are you crazy? If Klaus sees you...
What's he gonna do? Draw you another picture?
Tyler, this isn't a joke.
I could pretend I'm sired if I have to. But I'm not gonna hide while he's macking all over you.
Tyler, you do not need to be jealous of Klaus.
I am jealous, but I'm also competitive. So hang on. I'm about to sweep you off your feet.
Teach me some moves.
Oh, no. I blacked out for most of this decade, remember?
Nice try.
Ronnie seems happy.
She's working on it.
I've been meaning to talk to her. I apologize.
Yeah, you should. Although I wouldn't expect her to forgive you or Damon. Listen, Stefan, about Damon, we should probably talk about the trip to Denver.
I don't need to know, Elena. When all this is over, if you and I find our way back to each other, you can tell me if you want to. Otherwise, I don't need to know. I don't want to know.
Why can you be so fair about this?
Because after everything I've put you through, I'm just honored to be your date tonight.
Something to me that nobody else can do.
We three need to talk.
Sorry. Hey, Bonnie.
Why are you still wearing your ring? Didn't Elena tell you?
Yeah, I know all about it, Lark. When my sister stops hanging out with vampires, I'll take it off. Hey, ex-boyfriend?
Yep.
It's not awkward at all.
If Alaric's sick, then we need to find a cure. Something.
We tried medicine. We tried magic.
Why don't we get him off her vein? Compel him.
To do what? Pretend to be a lark? The guy that we know is gone. We're talking about someone who not only hates vampires, but vampire sympathizers, which makes one of his most obvious targets, I don't know, you?
Oh, you think he'd go after Elena?
So, wait, what are you suggesting we do?
I'm suggesting that we put him out of his misery.
What?
No way in hell.
Oh, come on, it's what he would want. It's a mercy killing.
You are out of your mind.
Jeremy. There, stop.
This is a lark we're talking about. You know, he looked out for us. We need to do the same for him.
No one's gonna hurt him. Hey, hey, look at me. I promise.
Elena. If you wish to help your friend Alaric, I suggest you come with me.
Jeremy, go inside and get Stefan and Damon. Now.
I mean you no harm. But willingly or not, you will come.
Salt. It's a binding agent for a spell.
We're trapped here.
You had all kinds of moves out there.
Yeah? I mean, I was just, trying to make a good impression.
Well, consider me impressed.
Your friends seem pretty cool.
Yeah, they're the most important thing in the world to me.
Though you gotta admit, this whole circle of people, it's kind of crazy. I mean, there's vampires, werewolves, ex-boyfriends with magic rings. I mean, I'm just a normal guy.
A normal guy wouldn't have said he has to do a date with me.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry to spoil your 7 minutes in heaven. We have a problem.
You'll forgive me for taking you from the dance this evening.
Sorry to spoil your 7 minutes in heaven. We have a problem.
You'll forgive me for taking you from the dance this evening. That's the burden of being the doppelganger, I'm afraid. Your blood is a potent binding agent for a witch's spell.
Just please don't hurt Alaric.
She's not hurting me.
Rick. What's going on? What are you doing with him?
I'm going to remake him.
Remake him?
Make him strong, fast, like my children. Indestructible. For one final time, I'm going to tap into the dark magic I used 1,000 years ago. Like my husband Michael before him, I will make Alaric into a true hunter. The vampire to end all vampires.
You can't create another original. What if he turns out to be an even bigger monster than your children?
He won't. Now that he's embraced his darkest aspect, his hatred for them will become more pure and uncompromising. In death, that hatred will be magnified.
You don't know that. You don't know anything about him.
That is where you're wrong. Each time he died with that ring during his brief journey into death, I was there. On the other side, I spoke to him. I nurtured him, knowing that every death brought him closer to his true self. Vampires took everything from him. Now he's getting his vengeance.
Someday you'll come along, the man I love, and
What is it?
Where have you been, mate?
I just got back in town.
That's funny. I don't recall giving you permission to leave in the first place. You don't mind if I cut in, do you?
Yes, actually, we do.
No. It's fine.
Why do you always have to prove you're the alpha male?
I don't have to prove anything, love. I am the alpha male. Come on. One dance. I won't bite. You would have loved the 1920s, Caroline. Girls were reckless, sexy, fun. They literally used to dance until they dropped.
I don't suppose that ever happened to their dance partners.
You should be nicer to me. I'm leaving town tomorrow. I'd invite you to come with me, but we both know you're not ready to accept my offer. Perhaps one day, in a year, or even in a century, you'll turn up at my door and let me show you what the world has to offer. You mark my words, a small-town boy, a small-town life. It won't be enough for you. Rebecca, call me back immediately. I only came to this ridiculous dance because you begged me to, and now you're nowhere to be found. What is this? Your mother's back.
Miravas ff11, confregnum signes. Homus quis attentem exales. Miravas ff11, confregnum signes. Homus quis attentem.
She says this all the time, right? What's taking so long? All boundary spells have a loophole.
People are walking right out of the dance, past the barrier.
Well, if Matt and I can leave, we could stop Esther ourselves. All right, we just gotta find out where she is.
Suicide, Jeremy. Suicide would be disappointing me. Now work your magic, witch, or I'll start killing people you fancy.
Let him go!
Not until you get us out of here. Oh, don't be stupid, Klaus. Bonnie doesn't give a damn about us. The only reason she's helping right now is to save Caroline and Tyler. You start killing the people she cares about, she'll tell us all to go to hell.
Rick, this isn't what you want. It's not who you are.
You don't know who I am, Elena. You only know the weakest parts of me. The man who lost his way. Befriending vampires instead of killing them.
You don't mean that.
They're all monsters. The blood of their victims is on my hands. Jenna's blood is on my hands.
When you are ready.
No, Rick, please don't. Don't do this. I won't help you. I'm not gonna give you my blood. You're gonna have to kill me.
That won't be necessary. Drink, and let it be done.
No, Rick, please don't. No.
Is it finished?
Not just yet.
Here. Jeremy made a little Gilbert blood donation for your locator spell.
I have to do this with you two lurking over me.
You're still mad at me for what happened to Abby. Let me apologize. I'm sorry Elijah forced us to turn your mother into a vampire to save Elena's life. Didn't exactly have a choice.
There's always a choice. Whenever you make one, someone else suffers.
Let's cut the dramatics and begin, shall we?
Vesmatos Nasex veras. Sequitus segines. Amentas asten michan. Egapetos. Esther's fighting.
Esther couldn't possibly have this much power unless she's channeling something.
A hot spot.
Get the humans ready. I know where she is.
They're at the old cemetery. Jeremy and Matt are headed there right now.
You let them go? They're gonna get themselves
We
killed.
didn't have a choice, Caroline. We're useless right now, stuck in here.
Hey, she'll be fine. Elena always manages to find her way through this stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm just as worried about what Esther's up to. She led Klaus here for a reason if she succeeds in whatever she's doing.
Klaus could get killed. And I'd die along with him.
No one's gonna die, okay?
Bonnie's still looking for a way around the boundary spell. It's not too late.
So, best case scenario, Bonnie gets us out of here. Klaus hauls ass to Timbuktu, and you and I, we're home free.
Or we let Esther come and kill him.
That's not a best case scenario. That's not even a remotely acceptable scenario.
It would be an option if we knew he wasn't the one who turned your bloodline. You'd be safe. At least he'd be gone.
How could you say that?
Because I'm angry. Because I hate him. I should have never let him dance with you.
What were you supposed to do? He can't know that you're not sired anymore. Tyler, it doesn't matter how many times I dance with him. I love you.
He'll wake soon. When he does,
The boundary spell. It's not too late.
So, best case scenario, Bonnie gets us out of here. Klaus hauls ass to Timbuktu, and you and I, we're home free.
Or we let Esther come and kill him.
That's not a best case scenario. That's not even a remotely acceptable scenario.
It would be an option if we knew he wasn't the one who turned your bloodline. You'd be safe. At least he'd be gone.
How could you say that?
Because I'm angry. Because I hate him. I should have never let him dance with you.
What were you supposed to do? He can't know that you're not sired anymore. Tyler, it doesn't matter how many times I dance with him. I love you.
he'll wake soon. When he does, he may for a time be his old self. If so, you can say your goodbyes before his transition is complete.
You said you wanted to undo the evil that you created, but this is just as evil.
Alaric will never be what my children became. I have granted him enough power to complete his task. Then, when the time is right, he will die.
How? If he's immortal?
All you need to know is that when this is over, we will have rid the Earth of vampires once and for all.
Yeah, but you'll be killing the good along with the bad. You're no better than Klaus.
Am I not? I desire a world where you and your loved ones will not suffer at the hands of vampires like your Aunt Jenna did.
Don't you dare use Jenna as an excuse for what you've done.
You may draw comfort knowing that your aunt is not in the place that I was. She doesn't know the torment of the other side. Though made a vampire, she remained pure. And she knows peace. Which is all any of us can hope for.
Don't move. Where's Elena?
Jeremy?
Let her go.
How foolish of you to risk your lives in defense of those who will kill you. But if that is your choice.
Matt, drop your gun! I can't! I'm not controlling.
Ask her, stop it!
Where's my ring? Tell me what happened. You know, this is your fault. You set us on this path when you released my mother. I wonder if revenge will prove worth the cost. Oh, I'm done with revenge.
As far as Esther,
We've stopped her before. We'll stop her again.
We're strange bedfellows, you and I. You know, all of this reminds me of our time together in the 20s.
You say that like I'm supposed to have happy memories about it.
Well, there were moments. Real friendship. Brotherhood.
Well, he already has a brother. Not to be, territorial or anything.
Oh, no, of course. The Salvatores and their unshakable bond. I wonder what'll happen when Elena finally makes her choice. Will we see you shake just a little bit?
It's done. Esther's not fighting me anymore. The boundary spell is broken.
Thank you, Bonnie. For everything.
I didn't do it for you.
Damon's here. And Klaus took Esther's body.
Does he know about the stake?
No, only that she tried to turn you into a weapon and failed. What's going on?
Listen, Jeremy. I'm not gonna complete the transition. My dark side was dangerous enough as a human. I can't be a vampire.
So what? We're just gonna lock you in here and let you die? No, we can't.
Listen, Jeremy, it's the right thing to do, okay? After everything that's happened, after all that I've done, maybe I had it coming.
Hey, wait, Jer. Alaric, this isn't your...
Damon's here. And Klaus took Esther's body.
Does he know about the stake?
No, only that she tried to turn you into a weapon and failed. What's going on?
Listen, Jeremy. I'm not gonna complete the transition. My dark side was dangerous enough as a human. I can't be a vampire.
So what? We're just gonna lock you in here and let you die? No, we can't.
Listen, Jeremy, it's the right thing to do, okay? After everything that's happened, after all that I've done, maybe I had it coming.
Hey, wait, Jer. Alaric, this isn't your fault.
Please, you guys, let's not make this any harder than it already is. You two should go. Damon's here. He'll make sure it'll all go down the right way. Hey.
Don't. Just don't give me some crap speech about how I need to be the man of the house.
Okay. I won't.
Be still and know that I'm with you. Be still and know when darkness comes.
This is all my fault. You moved out. You gave me your ring back. You didn't want any part of this, and I forced you to stay and take care of us.
Don't do that. Okay? Taking care of you and Jeremy has been the closest I've ever come to the life I always wanted.
And sleep no longer comes.
I should go.
Remember all the words I said. Be still and know. And when you go through the valley If morning never comes to be still, be still, be still. If you forget the way to go and lose where you came from, if no one is standing beside you, be still and know I am. Be still and know that I'm with you. Be still and know I am.
Your trap failed, Mother. I live, and I will go on living. Let your beloved spirits try to preserve you again. I dare you to come after me. I will build an army so big, no one will ever touch me. My survival will haunt you through eternity. You will never destroy me!
Thanks for the ride home.
No problem. You know there's nothing you could have done, right?
I know. But it doesn't make it any easier.
I should have said this before, but thank you for protecting me.
Apparently it's what I do.
You really are pretty amazing.
Sometimes I think I'd settle for just ordinary.
You said your dad's out of town, right? You gonna be okay by yourself?
No. I don't think I am.
You've got a second chance, you could go home, escape it all, it's just irrelevant.
Mr. Saltzman.
Just medicine.
Lark.
It's just medicine. You could still be what you want to, what you said you were.
Can handle this later, you know.
No, I'd rather get it over with now before some janitor comes to clean out a Lark's stuff and realizes the history teacher was a vampire slayer.
Elena. Hey, Elena, please.
I can't, Stefan, okay? I can't think about the fact that Jeremy and I don't have anyone to take care of us anymore. Or that we've lost another friend. I can't think about any of it.
I want you to come with me.
I'm not done.
Please.
From all the medicine.
We were in this gym and the night Klaus compelled me to turn my feelings off. Thought I hit rock bottom in the 20s, but after I bit you, I never wanted to feel anything again. But someone kept telling me that it was okay to feel, no matter how much it hurt. That our emotions are what make us human, good or bad, and to never lose hope.
Who gave you that horrible advice?
This is some girl I used to date.
I don't have anyone anymore.
You have me. Good or bad. To never lose hope.
Who gave you that horrible advice?
This is some girl I used to date.
I don't have anyone anymore.
You have me.
I gave him a sedative. He'll fall asleep first. He'll go comfortably.
Well, I offered to snap his neck, put him out of his misery, but he didn't take me up on it.
You seem surprised.
Well, you just think a guy so used to dying wouldn't want to drag it out.
Well, it was nice of you to give him the option.
Apparently my choices have been a little controversial lately.
You shouldn't leave him alone in there.
That's what he wants.
Is that really what you think he wants?
Is this the part where you give me a dream? Rainbows and rolling green hills.
I was drunk when I told you that.
Yeah, and I told you I'd use it against you.
Damn you. Sorry I killed you. Twice.
So I have to actually die to get a real apology out of you.
Drink.
Actually, I've been thinking about cutting back.
Yeah. This stuff will kill you.
Your sisters need you to finish what I started, Bonnie.
Bonnie, hey, I think you're having a bad dream.
What are you doing here? Hey, Bonnie. What, are you sleepwalking or something? Bonnie?
What do you mean you're ditching my cleanup committee?
Klaus called. He's leaving town and wants me to pack up his house.
Well, since when does sire bond equal mover slave?
Since you realize you're not going to dump me for him.
He's being petty.
And he still thinks I'm sire to him. It's fine. I'll keep up the act and it will all be over soon. I'm late. I gotta go. I love you.
I love you too. Hello? Where's Matt?
He bailed. He got called into work at the last minute.
You kidding me? So it's just us?
Yes, and you're late. Cleanup committee started at 8 o'clock.
It's like 8:02.
Exactly. I managed to turn up on time and I didn't even get to attend the dance that I organized.
I'm sorry about your mom. I mean, I know you, like, hated her and everything, but still. I'm sorry.
Sorry about your teacher. Seemed like a nice guy.
Yeah, he was.
I'm gonna get started on the gym. You're supposed to be dead.
I am.
Going darker, huh?
It's the only color we had.
That's what happens when you decide to paint your dead guardian's room in the middle of the night.
I don't suppose anyone tried to talk you guys out of doing this so soon.
We have to keep moving. Otherwise, we'll start thinking, and we don't want to think.
You want a hint?
So are you two, like, back together or something?
What? No, Jared, we're just...
I was just checking up on you guys, seeing how you were doing after everything.
We're fine. But if you are trying to be the good guy again, why don't you do the right thing and give us one day? Just one day without any vampires in it.
He didn't mean that.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. I'll get that.
We have a problem.
Alaric Saltzman just tried to kill me.
Alaric Saltzman is supposed to be dead.
Well, he's not. And he's a vampire thanks to Mother's spell with a white oak stake that can't kill him. He's strong, Nick. Too strong.
Where is he now?
He's stuck at the school without a daylight ring, but as soon as night falls, he'll come after us. We need to leave now.
Fine. I'll collect Elena. We'll be on our way.
Forget Elena. You don't need any more stupid hybrids.
What I need is protection from Esther's continued assaults against us.
We'll protect each other, like we always have. Always and forever, Nick.
I'm not leaving without her.
I'm leaving now. You can either walk out. He didn't mean that.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. I'll get that.
We have a problem.
Alaric Saltzman just tried to kill me.
Alaric Saltzman is supposed to be dead.
Well, he's not. And he's a vampire thanks to Mother's spell with a white oak stake that can't kill him. He's strong, Nick. Too strong.
Where is he now?
He's stuck at the school without a daylight ring, but as soon as night falls, he'll come after us. We need to leave now.
Fine. I'll collect Elena. We'll be on our way.
Forget Elena. You don't need any more stupid hybrids.
What I need is protection from Esther's continued assaults against us.
We'll protect each other, like we always have. Always and forever, Nick.
I'm not leaving without her.
I'm leaving now. You can either walk out that door with me or you are on your own. Fine. Trust your hybrids over your family. Let your spite be the death of you, see if I care. Move it, sire boy. Like we always have. Always and forever, Nick.
I'm not leaving without her.
I'm leaving now. You can either walk out that door with me or you are on your own. Fine. Trust your hybrids over your family. Let your spite be the death of you, see if I care. Move it, sire boy.
What's her deal?
What do you mean he turned? I thought you were standing guard.
Don't blame me. Blame Bonnie the blood bank. She fed him.
I had no idea what was happening. Okay, the witches led me there. They wanted him to feed, so he turned.
So where's the stake now?
Oh, you mean the white oak one? The one that can kill an original and wipe out an entire line of vampires? We don't know.
If you are so upset with me, why did you feed me your blood to save my life?
Because I do stupid things, Bonnie. I do things like let my friend die with dignity when I should have just killed him.
All right, so how do we kill him now?
I've been trying to figure that out. A witch can't truly make an immortal creature. There's always a way to undo a spell.
So? What's the witchy workaround?
It's the problem. I don't know.
Whoever this is, it's not funny.
Who else would it be?
Rick?
Listen closely. I'm at the school. I have Caroline. And if you want to keep her alive, I need you to get into your car and come down here right away. If you tell anyone where you are going, I will kill her.
What the hell do you want?
Now, is that any way to treat a guest?
What are you doing here, Klaus?
Well, for starters, young Jeremy here could show some manners and invite me inside.
Why don't you go up to your room?
Now.
Poor lad. Loses one questionable father figure only to be replaced by the likes of the two of you.
Yeah, about that. Something happened.
Oh, I know all about my mother's invulnerable little creation. That's why I'm here. I'm leaving town, just need to pick up a few road trip necessities. Spare tire, flashlight, doppelganger.
Can't help you there.
Elena!
Where is she?
I don't know. She was just here a few minutes ago.
Where is she?
She's not here.
What do you mean she's not here? Where did she go?
What's going on?
Klaus wants in. We have to keep him out.
Right on time.
Caroline. Let her go, Alaric.
Free her yourself.
You said that you would let her go.
How many times do I have to tell you, Elena? Stop trusting vampires.
I think you're probably gonna want to let me in.
Elena's car's gone.
Why wouldn't she tell anyone where she was going?
Get down! You missed me! It's me again!
Clark. Put it out.
Come outside and make me.
Elena's not here. Lark has her in Carolina. He's gonna kill them both unless you turn yourself over to him.
Now I know you're not asking me to walk into a certain death.
I really wish we could. But unfortunately, if Alara kills you, there's a 1 in 4 chance that we die too.
Take those odds.
And a 100% chance that Tyler dies.
Good with that too.
Why don't we just figure out a way to put Alaric down?
Okay. How about Damon sneaks in and distracts Alaric while Stefan grabs Lena and carries her to safety?
That's a great idea. What's to stop me from getting killed instantly?
Nothing.
Caroline's in there. Don't you have a thing for her? Or did she just reject you too many times?
This isn't really helping too much.
I might have an idea. My mom used a desiccation spell on Michael that immobilized him for over 15 years. If I can get it, I might be able to use it on Alaric.
If and might. Your words inspire such confidence.
I'll get it. But even with the spell, we'll need a lot of vampire muscle to take him down. Including yours.
Just so we're clear, the sun sets in about 8 hours. If we don't succeed before then, Elena will be dead, I'll be gone, and the rest of you will be left to fend for yourselves.
No more, no more, please, no more. Lark, stop.
Sit down.
This keeps the vervain in her system. It's like inhaling razor blades with every breath.
Why are you doing this?
Make it easier on you when you put her out of her misery.
What? No.
Isn't this what you wanted, Elena? For me to teach you how to kill a vampire? Well, here's a vampire, Elena. Kill her.
This isn't what I want.
Of course it is. All those hours you spent training, getting stronger, you could be a hunter, Elena. But you've never actually staked a vampire through the heart.
Wow, this is promising.
Relax. Abby will be here.
I'm sorry. I forgot about her stellar track record in the dependability department.
Jamie said she was coming, okay? Just give her time.
Don't get your hopes up. Might be a Girl Scout.
Hello, Bonnie.
Thanks for coming.
Jamie's worried about you. He said it was urgent. I just didn't think you'd ever want to see me again.
Like Jamie said, it's urgent.
Abby just showed up.
Good. Perhaps this plan won't be an epic failure after all. You know, if this does go off and we drop the history teacher in the Atlantic, I'm still leaving with Elena.
I'll go with you.
Really? What's the catch?
There's no catch. I turned my back on everything here to make sure Elena's safe.
And that is what makes you her better option. It's a shame it's not easier for Elena to see that. I mean, personally, I think she's wasting her time with Damon.
You know, all this time and energy you've spent trying to get me and my brother to hate each other. It's actually had the opposite effect.
Has it? Has it really? Well, then perhaps I should let Elena decide which Salvatore joins us. Being as you and Damon are so close.
Go for it.
Abby just showed up.
Good. Perhaps this plan won't be an epic failure after all. You know, if this does go off and we drop the history teacher in the Atlantic, I'm still leaving with Elena.
I'll go with you.
Really? What's the catch?
There's no catch. I turned my back on everything here to make sure Elena's safe.
Abby just showed up.
Good. Perhaps this plan won't be an epic failure after all. You know, if this does go off and we drop the history teacher in the Atlantic, I'm still leaving with Elena.
I'll go with you.
Really? What's the catch?
There's no catch. I turned my back on everything here to make sure Elena's safe.
And that is what makes you her better option. It's a shame it's not easier for Elena to see that. I mean, personally, I think she's wasting her time with Damon.
You know, all this time and energy you've spent trying to get me and my brother to hate each other. It's actually had the opposite effect.
Has it? Has it really? Well, then perhaps I should let Elena decide which Salvatore joins us. Being as you and Damon are so close.
Go for it. Damon and I have been through a hell of a lot worse than you.
Why didn't I have to be
Still leaving with Elena.
I'll go with you.
Really? What's the catch?
There's no catch. I turned my back on everything here to make sure Elena's safe.
And that is what makes you her better option. It's a shame it's not easier for Elena to see that. I mean, personally, I think she's wasting her time with Damon.
You know, all this time and energy you've spent trying to get me and my brother to hate each other. It's actually had the opposite effect.
Has it? Has it really? Well, then perhaps I should let Elena decide which Salvatore joins us. Being as you and Damon are so close.
Go for it. Damon and I have been through a hell of a lot worse than you.
Why didn't I have to be invited in?
Only vampires live here.
We had signed over the deed to Elena, but she died. And the seal broke. It's a very long story. Blood? Oh, come on. Think of it as a peace offering. Fine. More for me.
We called you here because I need help with a spell.
Esther created a vampire that can't be killed.
There's no catch. I turned my back on everything here to make sure Elena's safe.
And that is what makes you her better option. It's a shame it's not easier for Elena to see that. I mean, personally, I think she's wasting her time with Damon.
You know, all this time and energy you've spent trying to get me and my brother to hate each other.
What's the catch?
There's no catch. I turned my back on everything here to make sure Elena's safe.
And that is what makes you her better option. It's a shame it's not easier for Elena to see that. I mean, personally, I think she's wasting her time with Damon.
I'll go with you.
Really? What's the catch?
There's no catch. I turned my back on everything here to make sure Elena's safe.
And that is what makes you her better option. It's a shame it's not easier for Elena to see that. I mean, personally, I think she's wasting her time with Damon.
Turned my back on everything here to make sure Elena's safe.
And that is what makes you her better option. It's a shame it's not easier for Elena to see that. I mean, personally, I think she's wasting her time with Damon.
You know, all this time and energy you've spent trying to get me and my brother to hate each other. It's actually had the opposite effect.
Has it? Has it really? Well, then perhaps I should let Elena decide which Salvatore joins us. Being as you and Damon are so close.
Go for it. Damon and I have been through a hell of a lot worse than you.
Why didn't I have to be invited in?
Only vampires live here.
We could sign over the deed to Elena, but she died, and the seal broke. And it's a very long story.
We hate each other. It's actually had the opposite effect.
Has it? Has it really? Well, then perhaps I should let Elena decide which Salvatore joins us. Being as you and Damon are so close.
Go for it. Damon and I have been through a hell of a lot worse than you.
Why didn't I have to be invited in?
Only vampires live here.
We could sign over the deed to Elena, but she died, and the seal broke. And it's a very long story. Blood? Oh, come on. Think of it as a peace offering. Fine. More for me.
We called you here because I need help with a spell.
Esther created a vampire that can't be killed. I want to desiccate him like you did to Michael.
Bonnie, it's too dangerous. Your magic comes from the earth. It's pure. This spell asks you to tap into dark places. Places of temptation. Places you can't handle.
You turned your back on me for 16 years. You have no idea what I can handle.
Gotta say, I'm Team Bonnie on this one. How hard can it be to parch a vampire?
The spell allows you to stop a vampire's heart. The blood will stop flowing.
Oh, come on. Think of it as a peace offering. Fine. More for me.
We called you here because I need help with a spell.
Esther created a vampire that can't be killed. I want to desiccate him like you did to Michael.
Bonnie, it's too dangerous. Your magic comes from the earth. It's pure. This spell asks you to tap into dark places. Places of temptation. Places you can't handle.
You turned your back on me for 16 years.
Turned my back on everything here to make sure Elena's safe.
And that is what makes you her better option. It's a shame it's not easier for Elena to see that. I mean, personally, I think she's wasting her time with Damon.
You know, all this time and energy you've spent trying to get me and my brother to hate each other. It's actually had the opposite effect.
Has it? Has it really? Well, then perhaps I should let Elena decide which Salvatore joins us. Being as you and Damon are so close.
Go for it. Damon and I have been through a hell of a lot worse than you.
Why didn't I have to be invited in?
Only vampires live here.
We could sign over the deed to Elena, but she died, and the seal broke. And it's a very long story. Blood? Oh, come on. Think of it as a peace offering. Fine. More for me.
We called you here because I need help with a spell.
Esther created a vampire that can't be killed. I want to desiccate him like you did to Michael.
Bonnie, it's too dangerous. Your magic comes from the earth. It's pure. This spell asks you to tap into dark places. Places of temptation. Places you can't handle.
You turned your back on me for 16 years. You have no idea what I can handle.
Gotta say, I'm Team Bonnie on this one. How hard can it be to parch a vampire?
The spell allows you to stop a vampire's heart. The blood will stop flowing, and his body...
More for me.
We called you here because I need help with the spell. Esther created a vampire that can't be killed. I want to desiccate him like you did to Michael.
Bonnie, it's too dangerous. Your magic comes from the earth. It's pure. This spell asks you to tap into dark places. Places of temptation. Places you can't handle.
What are you ladies doing here? Oh, you're lucky I didn't use my gun.
That's okay. We'll use ours.
All right, girls. If you want to keep working with me, this.
I want to see create.
A promotion. Not only am I presenting Glow Up, I'm also the filmmaker. I've got all of these hats. I can't even hold the phone. That's so embarrassing. What we're doing today?
If we don't know what we're doing and it's creative, then I'm happy because it means I don't have to follow and breathe.
This week's assignment requires serious flair, as the MUAs have been booked on a beauty editorial where the makeup takes centre stage.
A beauty editorial is a way to inspire the reader to look at makeup a different way or to try something new. But most importantly, it's a way for the makeup artist to make a statement about who they are and what they're about.
Alongside Val Garland and Dominic Skinner, this week's guest judge knows a thing or two about creating the perfect image.
Thank you. Hello, judges. Our guest judge this week is the world-renowned photographer and director, Rankin.
Rankin has created iconic images for the past 3 decades. His fresh takes on beauty are legendary.
That's better, there you go. Ooh.
And his magazine, The Hunger, is renowned for pushing the boundaries of fashion, style, and makeup.
So today's shoot is going to be for my magazine, The Hunger, and the theme of the shoot is the future. I want you to think experimental beauty, so please don't be afraid to express yourself. It should be striking, stop the readers in their track, and the most important thing, inspire me.
Now, what Rankin hasn't told you is that your model is going to be shot in that tank of water. So you will have to think about how the makeup reacts with water.
The MUA that impresses us the most today will have an advantage going into the creative brief tomorrow. And most importantly, will avoid those face-off chairs.
Off you go. Good luck.
Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
The MUAs have 90 minutes to create their looks before the shoot. Rankin will only feature looks in the magazine if they reach his exacting standards.
Come and take a seat.
I hate retouching, so I want to see them really be precise about how they're executing, and then their ability to take a risk, because water is an unknown quantity. It's difficult to work with, so they have to be prepared to push themselves, because that's when you get the best work.
I'm just panic grabbing things.
Eyeliner pen, wunderbar.
I've always wanted to do a photo shoot in the water like this. Like, this is a dream come true. It honestly is.
Hannah's look has a post-apocalyptic feel.
It's going to be quite dystopian, future-y. I just have this imagery of like somebody creating their own look from charcoal and stuff that they're finding like around in this burnt apocalyptic future.
Before creating her dystopian vision, Hannah first needs to prime the eyes.
Priming is essentially when you prepare the skin before you apply makeup. It just gives it a better base. Like you wouldn't apply varnish to a decking without priming it first, so. Not that your face is a decking, that's absolutely not what I mean.
James's vision of the future has taken an intergalactic twist.
Hi, James.
Hi, how are you?
Good. So what have you got planned?
So I'm looking at going down a little bit of an alien adventure, and I want it to be a little bit weird. I do like storylines with the oceans rising. I'm like, let's get this model out of the ocean to Mars because, you know, this planet is melting quickly, and if we want to land on Mars with the right sort of futuristic fashion, I have an idea visually that I want to represent.
Okay. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Ophelia's model has inspired her to use flowing hair as a metaphor for changing attitudes towards makeup in the future.
So, the tricky part of this is almost capturing the movement of hair underwater. So, if I put the swirls in any different directions, it will just ruin the whole movement. But hopefully it works, but I don't know yet. We'll see.
It's art.
This just washes out, so it's just like white underneath.
Hello.
Hi.
What's your plan?
My plan today is going to be to create kind of like an oil slick look. So that's why I'm using kind of these different colours, and I just want to build up and have it kind of multi-tonal across the eyes, across the lip. I'm also thinking around the edges of the face, and I would also love to put stuff just in the hair, especially like face paints that when it goes in the water, it kind of spreads out, so there's like a bit more of like a black kind of background there.
Oh, interesting. E's idea, I think, is super smart. She really has understood how the water's going to work, I think, which I'm excited by. And I love oil. Like, in water, it's one of my favourite things. So.
Let's see if my symmetry's on game, shall we? Not my strongest point. So, my futuristic brow kind of makes me think like stern warrior. And I think they're getting bigger and bigger, so why not give them a double-edged flick?
So I'm drawing outlines of where I want the distorted eyes for my makeup look. And then once I have the outlines, I'm going to go in with the different cream eyeshadows and the grease paints and just delicately place them and then stipple them to create a little bit of texture.
The brief isn't the only thing that MUAs need to get right.
Hey, girl.
Hello.
Hello. Hey. How are you?
They also need to consider how the makeup will react when wet.
We haven't done anything like this yet in terms of, sort of playing with the water.
My idea of the future is very dirty and dystopian and like grimy anyway. So the fact that my makeup might move and shift and be kind of dirty in the water is actually really cool. Yeah.
Oh, I love this, Hannah.
It's different, isn't it?
I know.
The reason why I actually kept the skin so bare at the moment is because I'm using glitter later. I'm gonna use lash glue just to make sure that it really just stays on.
MUAs, you have 30 minutes left.
You got this, you're nearly done.
My God.
Oh, where did I put that?
Does anyone have black cream eyeshadow?
It's fine, everything is fine, don't worry. I'll get it off, I'll get it off.
How the makeup will work in the water has been a key consideration for James's futuristic alien look.
James.
Hello.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I have lifted the cream product to give texture, and I want the water to catch tiny little microbeads as it's draining out of the model's face when she comes through the water. So I'm kind of giving it that Death Valley, Sierra Nevada mountains.
Wow.
So it'll be interesting to see how it definitely looks once the photographs are taken.
James's work looks, at the moment, like a hot mess. It looks like a splatter on the face. I don't quite know what he's done, but I'm hoping that the confidence is going to come through and it's going to somehow become something.
Is that right?
I'm kind of interested in this cross.
It's kind of like a lobotomy.
A lobotomy?
Reference, kind of like we're all being brainwashed sort of thing. And I think the future kind of looked towards that as well.
I'm a bit worried about Hannah because what she's doing is, it looks like it's for a Halloween party. I think she's thinking about what she wants to do, not necessarily what's right for the magazine.
I think a lot of people don't know that I like glitter, but it's the best. I love glitter.
Ophelia.
Hi.
Wow. What are you expecting it to do in the water?
I'm hoping that the different places that I put the glitter is going to give the hair a bit more dimension.
Really excited about Ophelia. What she's done with the makeup makes me want to photograph it. MUAs, you have 5 minutes.
Okay, 5 minutes to go. We got this.
Just put in some more black.
Let me just have one last check. Nope.
That's it, MUAs. Your time is up. Stop what you're doing, please.
We'll just see.
The MUA's work will be shot individually, and they'll be on set to touch up the looks under the watchful eyes of the judges.
Are you ready, Ophelia?
Just 1 second.
First up is Ophelia and her fluid vision of makeup in the future.
On her side. That's it, good. That's great. There.
On a beauty editorial, MUA's work closely with the photographer to achieve the best shot.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
This is the semi-finals, and one of the things we're going to be looking for is their taste level. So it's not just about the makeup, it's how they work with the photographer to create that perfect image.
I would like to have seen more glitter up in the forehead.
Great. Okay, good. So which do you prefer?
On this assignment, the MUAs also need to prove they have an eye for a great image.
I think I like this one more.
Mm.
I do absolutely love the color.
You like this one?
I love these two, for sure.
Okay, and out
Yeah.
of the two, which would you choose?
Oh. I think I was set on that last one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Good decision.
Yeah.
Next to take their model in front of the lens is Hannah, with her dystopian look.
Sort of be on your side, tilt your head a little bit further towards the ceiling.
She's a beautiful
A bit of blushing ripples. Yeah, that's interesting. So come out there. That's good.
I think because the makeup is so aggressive, I think it looked good when it was upside down.
It's so angry, but in an amateur teenage way.
Yeah, really good. Let's have a look.
Oh, wow. I love that. Oh.
You like that?
I love that, yeah. I think these two are my favourite.
Mm-hmm.
That one.
Great.
Yeah.
Happy?
Yeah, I think I am. Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah.
Great, well done. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Cool.
It looks sort of satanic. James?
Yes?
Okay, jump in, Ellie.
Third in to shoot with Rankin is James.
So I'd like to start working on the left-hand side of the face.
And his alien beauty look.
That's great.
I don't think it's got a story to tell.
Yeah, that's cool.
Great. You want to list?
Yeah, I like this shot here. And I think I'm confident if maybe the model was to submerge and come out so that I can see some of the water come down off the paints that I've used.
Okay. That's good. Just look at me. I need some ripples. Go under one side of your face a little. Do you know what you might want to try is like a spray on it, like spray the water on her face? You've got a spray.
Kind of create like dewy droplets, yeah.
I'm very disappointed because if you had seen some of the work that this MUA is capable of, That's a 10-minute makeup.
Okay. Try again.
Good luck.
With time running out to make the shot work, Rankin gives it one last try.
Just really go for it with a ripple.
You go under and just come back up.
Okay. Splash, 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 splash. Again, again. Okay, let's have a look. Oh. I mean, for me, it doesn't work, personally.
Yep.
I'm really not quite sure what I would do with it to make it work, if I'm quite honest.
Yep.
I think we should leave it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Last in is Eve and her oil slick beauty
Let's go,
look.
Fifi. Yeah, and maybe rotate round to me. That's it. Really good. Into camera. Good.
Love it.
There's nothing else
Brilliant.
you can try before.
So good.
So happy for her.
Yeah, I mean, I think it looks great.
You want I'm gonna cry too, don't. I'm just so happy for her.
When they get it right, it's just so good.
Now, you put it wherever you want.
Yeah, just around the face area.
Yeah, you
and
go
down.
for it. You go for it. In the back as well.
Eve decides to push the look one step further by adding pigment to the water.
Oh. God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's amazing.
Great.
It's beautiful.
Oh.
This is what I wanted.
Yeah.
I wanted someone to do this.
That is a ding dong. Oh my.
I've never been prouder of something in my life.
That is incredible.
Well done.
Those are like about 20 images in there. They just, each one is a masterpiece.
That's beauty.
He's just stunning.
Everything.
That's proper.
Stunning.
Marvellous.
I'm proud of
It's
that.
I am
marvellous.
really proud. I do. I love it.
I mean, that will look great in the magazine. It's
Yeah.
so professional.
Well done.
Thank you so much. That's when the magic happens. That's when the magic happens.
It's so good. Oh, God! I feel the happiest I've probably ever felt in my life.
It's
Yum,
great.
yum, 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 yum.
It really is.
Yeah.
I love that.
I think she's fantastic. I would hire her.
Oh my God.
What a day.
What a day. That was intense.
Next morning at Glow Up HQ, the judges need to decide which two MUAs impress the least on the photo shoot.
Ophelia.
She missed a trick. If she'd have taken the glitter and put it on the water, there might have been an extra little lift for it.
James.
It feels like an amateur doing a beauty shoot. Hannah.
I mean, technically, she's not bad.
It's ugly.
If an MUA finds their name on one of the red chairs, they're headed for the face-off elimination at the end of the day. There is only one way to escape the face-off: stand out for the judges in today's brief and hope another MUA fails to impress.
Hannah, James, you find yourselves in our face-off chairs. We know by now that means you have 15 minutes less than Eve and Ophelia to nail your look.
James, you sounded convincing, but your execution and makeup let you down. The image didn't work at all in the water. Hannah, there was too many things going on, and really the concept wasn't on point. For me, one person shone through. They really understood the future theme. Not only did they nail the beauty, they thought about how the makeup would work with the water. Ophelia, your image almost got there. Eve, you rocked it.
Damn it, Eve.
It's so good that I want to invite you back to the studio to finish the story and do another 6 images to create an 8-page story.
Oh my God.
So, for your creative brief, we would like you to design a look based on one of the classical elements: earth, air, fire, and water.
Eve, as your look was deemed best of the assignment, you get to pick which element you want to base your look on. What do you think you'll pick?
Fire.
That means, Ophelia, you get air.
Oh, God, yes.
Hannah, you have got water. Which means, James, you've got earth.
Ophelia, Eve, will give you 2.5 hours. Hannah, James, 2 hours 15. We'll take the time off at the end.
Bring in the models.
And Eve.
MUAs, good luck. Your time starts now.
For the first time in the competition, the MUAs haven't been able to prepare for the creative brief.
I'm upset because I feel a bit delusional. Every time I think it's gone okay, it hasn't.
The thing is, as a makeup artist, you're constantly being critiqued. Photographer, stylist, beauty editor, they're always going to critique your makeup, and sometimes they're going to like it, sometimes they don't. And if they don't, it's not a personal attack. It's just someone's view of your artistic point of view.
You're breaking my heart today. You are
Every time someone talks to me, it sets me off again.
But you are so brilliant.
You've got to have a thick skin.
You have to have thick skin.
Yeah.
Right, you know what you're doing? We're doing water.
Yeah.
Not from the eyes.
Thank you.
Got an idea?
Yeah, I do.
Feel comfy?
Yeah, I feel okay.
Do you want a cup of tea?
No, thank you.
Biscuit?
Okay, let me just do your hair. I'm gonna have it all pushed back. So I got more space to paint on. So I'm planning to do like a very Asian oriental tattoo style of drawing clouds. So a lot of line work, a lot of dot work, because I used to do tattoos. So I just wanna, show that side of me a little bit.
It kind of looks like a tiger at the moment, but it won't. Yeah. I'm such an artist. I'm going to go for more of like a beauty look today. I'm not going to do all this character face paint and stuff like that, because as we've realised, that is definitely not my strongest point. So I'm going to try and do something I'm actually possibly good at today.
James, what are we thinking?
I was thinking initially, I really wanted water, but Earth isn't just like one terrain. You have what's under the ground, you have what's on top. You have elements of like water that's part of the Earth as well.
Despite setting out to play to her strengths in this creative brief, Eve is experimenting with clay for the first time in the competition.
So I don't want my look literally just to be fire. I want it to be like lava, I want it to be like charred, burnt. Hopefully that will crack off and kind of give that rocky effect, and then the lava will be underneath. If all goes to plan.
When Eve is in a creative brief and she's got to come up with the goods, she often seems to flounder.
Hannah starts her look by evening out the skin tones.
I want the skin to be quite fresh underneath, so I'm not too worried about plastering on loads of foundation or anything. I'm just gonna literally even out
whilst Ophelia's look calls for a blank white canvas.
I just need to really think about the couplets for me. The couplets.
She's very, she's very good at line work. Look at the way she holds that tool.
That could be pretty amazing. Done all over the face.
Okay, so this is something about a waterfall and the earth.
I like the texture, and I love the fact he's actually incorporating hair because that's a really good way of adding texture. But I wouldn't say I'm blown away by it.
I hope it becomes about earth.
Rather than water.
Hannah is using a DIY special effect to add texture to her look.
This is silicone A and B. It's a mouldable plastic. It's something I used in my mask look as well. I'm just trying to think of different ways to create 3D droplet effects, and this might work. The good thing about this is it does come off pretty easy, so I'm going to try. It might end up looking like snot, but let's see.
I like these drips that Hannah's painting. I think that could be quite cool.
I mean, it looks like The Money Shot, doesn't it? It's not a porn movie.
MUAs, you've had 1 hour. James, Hannah, you've got 1 hour, 15 minutes left. Ophelia, Eve, you've got an hour and a half left.
I am drawing sort of like flames going across the eyes, which is very detailed, and I need a very steady hand and concentration for.
I am slightly sweating. Not just slightly, I think I'm sweating a lot.
I love the fact she's using the end of the makeup brush instead of the brush itself, because she can get a lot more control with those dots.
Let's hope she doesn't go too far.
Unhappy with how her look is progressing, Eve has decided to change tack.
I've taken off just like the little flamey things because I think it looks a little bit sort of tacky. I think I've kind of always been scared to take things off when it's been going wrong or when I don't like it, so I'm just trying not to do that today, basically.
And Eve isn't the only one having doubts.
I guess I'm concerned, like, the more I'm doing it, the more I don't really like it, and it's too late to just take it all off and start again, so I'm just gonna have to keep going. I don't really know what to do.
So James and Hannah, you've got 25 minutes left.
What to do? I don't know.
25 minutes left. I think I have this.
With the clock ticking, Eve's gamble with the clay isn't going to plan.
This isn't cracking out. I want it to crack. I'm gonna have to take it off. I've just lost it.
Oh, she doesn't like it. Oh dear, you poor little love.
So, you know when I said I'm not going to do things that I don't usually do? Well, I did something that I've never done before, and it's not really worked, and I just think, do you know what? I would rather have something completely different than to try and do this.
I mean, it takes confidence to wipe something off with such a small amount of time left. I just hope she knows what she's gonna do after she's cleaned it.
Yeah.
James, Hannah, you've got 5 minutes left.
Sorry, I'm adding just a little bit of reflectance just to bring the water off the face even further.
James, Hannah, please may you stop what you're doing. Your time is up.
Oh God, that was on my finger.
Ophelia and Eve, you have 4 minutes left.
I'm still not 100%, but I think it would take me too long, too much time to figure out exactly where I wanted to go with this look.
Eve, Ophelia, stop what you're doing, please. Your time is up.
Do you like it?
James, please step forward.
So my element was the earth, and fundamentally I believe that the earth is a continuous cycle of an element, so it works above just as much as it does below the ground.
The use of colour is brilliant. This realism here of the water falling is exceptional. I love the hair. I think it really works. It really gives it a 3D feel. But the concept is Hannah's, it's water. That's water straight down the middle. So I feel like you've done a disservice to yourself.
Okay, thank you.
We asked for Earth. You've given us the Earth. Unless you can listen to a brief that's given to you by a photographer, you are really going to struggle because you are very talented, but you aren't giving what we ask you.
Thank you.
Eve, would you like to come forward?
I chose fire because of the kind of colour palette. I love orange, reds, and I chose kind of like the black lines and the swells on the face to sort of be a bit of an interpretation of like smoke.
I'm a little bit disappointed. It feels like you were overconfident about your first idea and then underconfident about the execution.
If you had just breathed and you weren't panicking, you could have painted over that makeup that was on the shoulders because it was dry. You could have brought another element to it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I call Hannah up, please?
My element was water. My concept, I actually just drew inspiration of how I was feeling today. So I started off with a kind of dark rain cloud and then kind of heavy drops coming down and then sort of flashes of lightness in there because there is still some positivity and hope in what I'm doing.
I can see your talent completely. I think you've got something that you should nurture 100%. I'm not sure that you achieved everything you needed to.
The makeup underneath, it's a yellow-based foundation. The makeup that you've put over the foundation is a blue-based makeup, and they are jarring. They're not going together. Yeah. If you had paled down the skin to like a white or a very pale baby blue, but something in a blue-based shade, like a cold shade, and then you'd put your color on the top, it would have stood out a lot more. And that possibly could have saved the day for you.
I feel we have more confidence in you than you have in yourself.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can we call up Ophelia, please?
It would have stood out a lot more, and that possibly could have saved the day for you.
I feel we have more confidence in you than you have in yourself.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can we call up Ophelia, please?
My element was air. I was mainly focusing on how I can express the form of air. So I was thinking more technical side with the dot work and also using my favorite liner for the tattoo styled clouds.
That line work is exceptional. Absolutely exceptional. For me, you've killed it. Like, I love this so much. I'd have been really excited to photograph that. If someone had brought it out in front of me, big thumbs up from me.
Thank you so much.
In order to get the very delicate colours that you were using to jump off the page, you painted your canvas white. That is genius. Ding dong. Ding dong, dolly, darling.
Well done.
Thank you
Well
so
done.
much.
Well done.
Thanks.
Thank you, MUAs. If you could please take yourselves next door whilst we decide who is going to be in the face-off elimination.
We've got 3 MUAs that all of them had some problems today, but we have to find 2 that will go into the face-off elimination. One person we do need to talk about is Hannah.
The problem for me is that she just didn't work with the guy's face at all. It doesn't suit it.
It's a shame. Hannah does have talent, but unfortunately, she hasn't brought it today.
Eve has grown and pushed herself creatively. Today, it just didn't work.
This is not the same caliber of work that we saw Eve do yesterday on your shoot.
No, it's nowhere near.
But personally, I would rather have someone that gives it a go and tries and experiments and plays than doesn't and plays safe and does what they always do. James.
What's saving this makeup is the coloration from the volcanic inner earth to the tree trunks, and then we sort of have this explosion of a kind of like a fairyland of makeup.
I mean, this is an incredible makeup, but is it what we asked him to do?
Hannah, James, as we all know, you started today in our face-off chairs. Have either of you done enough to convince the judges they should be looking at another MUA to take part in our face-off elimination that will take us through to the final?
Hannah, your water look today was murky and didn't make a splash, so you will be in the elimination. James, we liked the texture in your look, and the execution was great. However, you didn't fulfill the brief of Earth. Despite this, James, you beat the sea.
Oh my God. So the next MUA heading into the elimination failed some basic makeup fundamentals, and their look lacked creativity. So the second MUA is Eve.
Thank you, judges. We'll be through soon. Girls, will you say your goodbyes? One of you's not coming back.
Oh,
Just
well
come in.
done.
I'm going into the face-off again. Deja vu, me and Eve.
I'm just going to try my absolute hardest, keep my cool, just going to go in there and try and fight for my place.
I feel calmer than I did earlier, so I've got more of a level head, so that will help me for sure. I feel like this is the last push to the final.
For the face-off to level the playing field, they'll be making up identical twins.
So this week, you explored the elements. So for this face-off, we drew upon nature and want you to produce rainbow eyes.
To create a rainbow eye, I would pick 4 to 7 colours that will make a rainbow coloration. Our MUAs should pick colours based on the shape of the eye. We want to feel the colour going up to the brow. The colours need to blend seamlessly into one another.
Girls, you have 15 minutes for this. Good luck, both of you. Your time starts now. Gone. 10 minutes left.
Two very different results so far.
Isn't it? Eve is going in with a softer, fluffy brush, so Eve's eye is becoming quite smooth and blended, is almost over-blending and becoming a mush, whereas Hannah is going in with more of a smaller applicator, so the colour's a lot more intense, but not blended enough, and it's too regimented.
I don't know how she's gonna soften out that blend.
1 minute left. It's last minute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. Stop what you're doing, please.
Dom, are you ready for a conflab?
I think so.
Let's go.
Eve's colour harmonisation is very smooth and very fluid. We go from a green into the blue, into the purple, into the red, into the orange, into the yellow. So there is a nice, smooth rainbow effect, but it is slightly overblended, which allows some colours to disappear.
Hannah, on the other hand, we can see every colour of the rainbow.
Yep. But if you look closely, those colours just aren't blended.
They're neck and neck. It's a tie.
Are we back to where we were last week?
But it's only because we want the best MUA to go through that deserves to go through.
This has been a really tough decision. You've given us two completely different approaches to a rainbow eye. One had beautiful blending, but the colours just weren't vibrant. And the other had beautiful colours, but the blending wasn't as smooth as we wish it was.
So for this reason, we've had to look back at both your work for this whole week. And with that in mind, Hannah, we wish you a great and wonderful future. Follow your dream, because you're gonna get it. But please, Hannah, pack up your kit. But can I have a hug?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you, darling.
I feel like I've given my all and I'm really proud of what I've achieved. This is going to change my life for sure.
So Eve, we will see you in the final. Ding dong.
I am very proud of myself. I never in a million years thought I'd get this far. No way. Yeah, today's been a bit of a whirlwind.
Here we go.
Oh. I'll see you soon. Good luck, darling.
Well done.
That was one of the toughest decisions I think we've ever had to make, but someone had to go.
We now have our 3 finalists. We've got Eve, James, and Ophelia. 3 very talented artists.
Incredibly talented. They have fought their way through so much to get to that final.
Never saw this coming.
From 10 down to 3. Yeah,
Three.
yeah.
Just enjoy
That's
it,
my
I think.
little...
Just enjoy
I think
it.
you
It's
drilled that
going
into us.
to be amazing.
Oh,
8 weeks ago, 10 aspiring MUAs embarked on a life-changing journey.
This is massive.
They have tackled some of the industry's toughest assignments.
Get it on. Boom, boom, boom.
Judged by some of the biggest names in the business.
Okay, I need the girls in line up.
And at Glow Up HQ,
bring in the models. The pressure is on.
they've slayed the creative briefs.
Good calling!
Each week, the two who failed to deliver went head-to-head in a face-off.
You're only as good as your last look.
And the losers went home. Now just 3 remain to battle it out to land a contract assisting the world's biggest makeup artists.
The winner of Glow Up is...
We actually made it. Like, the winner's at the table right now.
Oh my G!
When our finalists first came into the competition, they were already good makeup artists.
Check out the kit bags.
But the level of work that we've seen from them is truly astonishing.
Ding dong!
Going into this final, it really could be anyone's game.
Morning. Hello.
Morning, guys, and welcome to the final.
I've got chills. I've got chills. How do you get chills on your legs? You have been booked to lead your own makeup masterclass at one of the world's most famous department stores. Harrods.
Oh my G! For your masterclass, we would like you to create a signature look concentrating on one feature, the eyes. We want you to put your stamp on it.
I'm nervous already.
No pressure, guys.
Masterclasses are the latest craze taking the beauty world by storm.
A masterclass is primarily a demonstration. It is a presentation of a makeup look.
Often sell-out events, they're a chance for people to gain first-hand experience of the latest makeup trends. The MUAs have a day to prepare their masterclass in which they must create a signature eye look.
Today I'm going to do a bold, colourful, smoky eye.
Eve has decided to go with one of the looks she knows best from her day job back in Liverpool.
All I wanted to do was have an experience and leave this competition as a better makeup artist than when I came in, and I do feel like I've accomplished that.
James is drawing on his background in drag to create a signature lash look.
Add a pair of lashes to Mickey Mouse, you get Minnie Mouse. I'd like to be a big inspiration for the next generation of people, because if you put your mind to something, you can really achieve your dreams. So there's a lot more than just winning a title for me.
Personality.
Ophelia will be drawing on her love of striking eyeliner, and having struggled to convince her family that makeup is a viable career, for her the stakes could not be higher.
I still think that my family doesn't understand how big this is for me. It's not just about makeup, it was about me fighting for my rights and my freedom to do what I love doing. To have the bravery to follow your dreams and not get a normal job. It's like another level of bravery in life. So it's just like, wow, I've worked hard for this and I deserve this. I'm not gonna crack, so yeah.
Harrods have been selling high-end beauty products for over 150 years. Today, thanks to a multi-million-pound restoration, its beauty halls are one of the largest makeup destinations in the world.
Good morning.
Morning.
Allow me to introduce guest judge for today, Director of Beauty here at Harrods. It's Annalise Fard.
Thank you, Stacey. We are super proud to host the most iconic names in the beauty industry, whether that's selling their product or inviting them to host their very own masterclass.
It's the final, so we thought we could probably do with a little extra help. We've invited along a second guest judge, all the way from Los Angeles. Please welcome Anastasia Soare from Anastasia Beverly Hills.
Wow. Hi.
Anastasia has been travelling the world holding masterclasses for nearly 30 years. Her signature feature? The eyebrows.
I invented eyebrows, for God's sake. I started a category in the beauty industry that didn't exist.
She's turned her brow-shaping service into a billion-pound business.
I started from early 90s to work with a lot of celebrity in Hollywood, from Jennifer Lopez, Victoria Beckham, Kendall Jenner, Kim Kardashian, even the former First Lady, Michelle Obama. It was such an honor. First of all, be original. There are so many makeup artists out there. What makes you different? Remember, the audience is there to learn tips and techniques from you. Be clear on your message. Be confident and passionate. You need to engage the audience. I want to learn from you.
Will we make a move? Let's go. Thank you.
The pressure of this was enough, but now Anastasia's here as well. Like, the pressure has just gone absolutely through the roof.
This is an incredible opportunity for our finalists. They're doing a masterclass in Harrods. I mean, all the greats have been here.
Charlotte Tilbury and even Kim Kardashian's makeup artist, Mario Dedivanovic.
Somebody has sent a message and he's asked me to play it for you. I don't know if you'll recognise him.
Oh my God! Hey guys, Makeup and Mario here. Huge congrats to making it on the finals of Glow Up. Please make sure that you are sort of teaching authentically and make sure that you are sort of taking them through your thought process as well. You're in really great hands with Anastasia. She is such an icon in the industry. So congrats guys and break the leg.
I love how he introduced himself. Like, he needs no introduction.
Oh my God.
With just under an hour until showtime, an audience of industry experts arrive.
We have a number of beauty journalists. We've even got British Vogue, and we have beauty bloggers, vloggers. So these are a tough crowd to please.
The MUAs will take to the stage individually and will have 30 minutes to impress with their makeup skills and presentation.
The first MUA up is Eve.
I knew it.
Yes.
I knew it.
Swapping her Liverpool salon for Glow Up HQ,
Hi, what would you like doing today?
Eve has fought for her place in the final.
You have 15 minutes. I want this done in 10.
I'll get it done. I never know what my client's going to ask for when they come in, so I feel like I work better, just a bit more spontaneous.
Eve's is outstanding.
Eve has sometimes struggled with the more creative aspects of the competition, leaving her with a few near misses.
I don't think that's acceptable.
Eve, you'll be in the place of elimination.
But when working with one of Britain's best photographers, she bagged an 8-page spread.
I've never been prouder of something in my life.
Well done.